with light. It was all representation of the importance of union, of sexuality, of the combination of the male part, the female part, the masculine, the feminine part, and with that a new energy arrives. Sometimes we call it the Christ child, because at the beginning it's a small Christic energy that we have inside of us to open our heart, to transform our energy, to do things in humanity. So alchemists at the beginning create not a child, physical child, but a Christ child inside of them, and this Christ will grow, will take more and more place inside of them. And with that, all the structure of this person will be different, and this human will become more and more divine, like an angel or an archangel on earth. And one day we'll be in communication also with the community of angels and archangels and seraphim and all these beings who are in the celestial spheres. So we have a big responsibility to use that, but to take time to transform the dark parts inside of us if we don't want that these parts become stronger. And we have also the responsibility to share this knowledge with other people who don't know that and who could completely transform their life with that and have a longer life. Because with that, a spiritual person can live 100 years, and gradually 150 years, 300 years, 500 years. There are in our humanity some spiritual person not known, like hidden, who work since many years in this planet, because they don't go to the process of the death. They are continuously in regeneration. They have lived they have learned how to elevate constantly their vibration with love and with activity, physically, sexually, emotionally, mentally, creatively, all activities connected to love, to the divine plan of this planet. And with that, they cannot lost energy, and they don't die. In the Bible, you have some old stories of people with 1,000 years, 500 years. You have some people like that in the Bible, and many people don't understand why is it possible. It's because they don't push out their powerful energy. They don't live in hate. They don't do negative things. All they do is to use the spiritual energy that flows inside of them. They are a servant of the divine light, and they ask inside of them, Father, Mother, what do I have to do today? I am here to do what? With who? And they do what they can do with a lot of love. And this energy And if they have a partner in sexuality and they make love together, they tantrically, keeping this powerful energy inside, they can live many years, and they can have one day, if they want to work spiritually more in celestial sphere than on this physical plane, they can live the ascension of the body, and they subtilize the physical body and they bring it in other dimensions. But if they want, they can materialize this body. So we can all live that if we take the spiritual path, who is not easy, really not, because our society don't want that we know that. Movies and many things try to keep people in the conventional way. And when you are interested in that, you are apart. You are a different person. You need a strong nature, a force, a divine force inside of you. At the beginning it's more difficult, gradually it's more easier to be different and to show the way to other people. Show the spiritual way and the tantrical way. The white tantrical way, and not the grey tantrical way or the black tantrical way. Okay, now I want to say some things about the tantrical massage or the relaxation or the massage with accessories. Because I have said, if you are in celibacy, don't go in the intimity of sexuality too rapidly. Take many months to know a person. So in this period of time, sometimes it's difficult because a part inside of us wants the sexual union. But sometimes we want tenderness. We want an energy that is good, but we don't always want complete sexuality. So the kind of massage that I teach help people to be more patient, to take time to discover people and to wait for the really good person for them. So I invite you to have some session of massage to help you to be patient. And I have some videos in French who talk about the energetic transfer which are, I don't know if I must use who, that, which that are bad for the body when two persons are not in the same vibration. If one person vibrates very high and the other person very low, sometimes it's in link with the age, with the negativity, with the depression, with the illness, with many things can slow the inner vibration. If two persons, and also sexuality, naturally, if a person use masturbation every day, the energy go out, go out, go out, go out. So the vibration diminishes gradually. So if two persons are not in the same level of vibration, when they touch together, when a person gives a message to another, the person who has the most energy will feel a loss of energy, and the person who is lower will attract more energy and will gain that. So at the end there is a winner and what is the other word? Un perdant? Winner? And the loser, yes. So it's not very interesting And when you are very good in energy, when you touch many people, you are the loser, because it's all your energy that fuel these persons. They are very happy, and you feel a little bit bad after. It's true in massage, it's true in loving relations, it's true when we have long contact together. So for me, I say to people, if you are not in the same vibration, sometimes we know that when we give a hug, are you able to give a hug 10 minutes to a person, and the two persons will feel very well together like that? If the two persons feel very well, maybe, I'm not sure, but maybe the vibration is similar. If one of the two persons don't feel very well, it's because one is under or over the other, and it's why it's not very good, this activity for the two. And if you, and when you do know that, if you make love or if you give a massage, the transfer of energy will do the same. One will lose, the other will gain. So I meditate a lot and ask to my guides, spiritual guides, to find something to help people in this situation, because many people know nothing about all that. And me, in the past, I did massages, and I felt after the devitalization. One day my mother came to see me after 3 months, I think, and she said, "Julie, are you dying?" I was not dying, but I did massages almost every day, and the men and women who were in lower vitality than me drain me, attract my energy in their body, and me, I was always in an energy lower after the massage. And with that you have this under the eyes, like in conventional sexuality, your skin is drier, plus sèche. You have less energy, and when I stopped massage, gradually after weeks and months, my natural energy came back. And it's why I have asked to my spiritual guides, will I stop completely to do unconditional massage? And my guides help me to understand that we can do relaxation or massages with accessories. Just a second, I will go to take some of them. Okay, you have, for example, this for the head, the little massager of the head. It's a very good sensation. So you can use that. When you are very close to the person, naturally you give massage with your hand, but with the hand you have the transfer of energy. So you keep the massage for people really close to you in the same vibration, and with other you use tools like this for the head. After you have also the petit rouleau, I don't know the name in English, little roller, and you can pass this on the body of the person, and it's very, very good sensation if the person is stand up or on a bed, for example, or on a massage table. So you can use this this tool. It's very, very good sensation, and the energy flows in the body everywhere. You can also use, for example, this paintbrush that give also a very, very good sensation. You go everywhere in the body. When it's a tantric massage, you go also in the sexual part, because the person says to you it's okay. So for women, you go also in all the section of the breast, so you can pass the paintbrush or every tool that you use. And when you are in the section of the sexual, le bassin, I don't know the word in French, in English, all the sexual parts here, you can also go with your tools, and the sexual fire will arise a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit, and this person will have to learn how to feel this fire and all the good sensations everywhere in the body without bringing that to the extreme, to the orgasm, only to feel the good sensation. So it's a preparation, for example in celibacy with a person without the complete intimacy. I think it's the right word, intimacy, the complete sexuality. And when somebody is able to control his or her sexual fire, it will be easier after to control it in the complete sexuality, in the union, the tantrical union. So it's a practice, and like I said before, it helps you to be more patient, to have universal love, a good energy, tenderness, sweetness with another person. Me, I do that with my daughter. We have exchanged in that in our family. In the past also, when I give a message to my sister or my mother, for example, it was with my hands. But with years, I see that they don't try to stay in higher vibration like me. So I don't want the bad exchange of energy in a long contact of 30, 45, 60 minutes. So when I want to give a special message to my mother or my sister, I use my tools, different tools, with that they have very good sensation and no direct transfer from me to them or from them to me. If the person is in illness, you don't contact anything with that. It's very good. Okay, after you have the little paintbrush, very little, the sensation are more subtle. Oh, it's very good, so good, the little one. You can use your tools on clothes, or sometimes people just keep the underwear or swimming suit, and if they are they feel good in nudity, in a naturist experience, we can be nude and you use the tools and nudity. It depends of the mentality of the person with who you are. So I have different size of tools of paintbrush, very little, medium, big. For the face also, when you give a little message to the face, you use it, the little one, and it's sensation very, very good. And I have also plastic tools. It's little fork. This is like the sensation of les ongles. I don't know this word in English. The tip of les doigts. Sorry. When you use that on the body, it's a special sensation, but you have a transfer of energy the contact is direct. If you don't want the transfer, if the person with who you are is not in the same level of energy of you, you take this little fork in plastic and you use it on the body, and it's very, very good also. On the back, everywhere. It depends of the what you feel with the person, what is okay. You talk about this before the session. Everybody say, this it's okay for me, this it's not okay, I want this, I don't want that, my limit is here. So you respect completely that. With that, I suggest you to go to a store and to buy some little things like that, and you have with that your little box, and when you are with a person that you love, a friend, a person of your family, your lover, and you can use that also in professional work. If you want to stop to give professional massage, if you feel that you have some bad energies inside of you, or that your vibration diminishes, you use that with your clients. Me now, I do only little session of 30 minutes, not more, because I prefer teaching than massaging. So it's just to help people to discover that, and after they can go in their home and do the practice themselves. They can also practice with me for 30 minutes, and so it's like a little formation that I give. But in French you have also the information, you have a demonstration with a friend with his clothes, and I make all the demonstration when the river of energies flows in the body, with the accessories and the roller, the paintbrush, the little fork, different tools that you can use. In my video I use also balls, but I realized with experience that with balls you roll the balls on the body, and your hand is really, really near the body of the other person, and there is a small transfer of energy when you use very smooth balls. And like when you put the hand completely, the chakra of the hand is on the body, and with the chakra you have the direct transfer. So with balls it's better than without, but it's not completely safe if you don't want any transfer of bad energy or of lower energy. So after some years I say to people, don't use balls, use only accessories, tools with a manche, I don't know the word, with this part that you can hold in your hand, and the other part is a tampon, I don't know the word, the tampon. It's the part where the mix of energy is done, and so everyone stay with his or her energy. Imagine, for example, 2 glasses of water, hot water, cold water, and the two glasses are collés. You understand? And after some minutes, the hot water will be more cold and the cold water will be more hot. It's natural because the transfer of the energy. It's the same thing with the body. When we touch people for 2 seconds, it's not bad for some seconds only. But when it's for 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, 90 minutes, 2 hours, a night in the bed, together. When it's long contact, the transfer is long, and with that, it's possible that one will gain and the other will lose. So you can be more conscious of that now, if it wasn't like this, like that before. Okay, so I recommend experiences that you can do with people at the first level with your box of accessories. So you can practice with anybody with that, no problem. When you are in the same vibration or almost the same with a person that you love and who loves you, you can use your hands and make a massage. The three parts, usually I say it's le pétrissage, I don't know in English, when like with the bread, pétrissage, I don't know the English word. After la digitopuncture, like rain of light with just your fingers, and after with the tip of the fingers very lightly on the body, and with this part just to make some liaison, I don't know if it's a good word, to reliate the parts of the body to help the river of energy to flow. So with more force, and after it's more in legerty and very, very subtle touch. You play with that in every part of the body, and you use your creativity, and when you use the tools will replace the sensation of the hands. With some tools you can use more strength, with others it's lighter, it's you understand? So you have different sensations, and with that you can play with clothes or without, with persons that you are, with who you are more closer or not, and you have all a universe to play, to meet people, to have good experience, to talk, to laugh, to make projects, and to share tenderness together. And with that, you can live your celibacy the time that you want. Or maybe if you're a man and you have a woman who is pregnant, or who gives her milk to your baby, you can use this form of massage in the period where you don't have tantric sexuality, and you can develop your passions, and with all that you will feel that sexuality becomes like celebration. And when it's not regular, it's not you cannot live that frequently, it will be a biggest celebration to meet the other, to have the possibility, the chance to live this intimacy with this person that you love. So for me, sexuality is really divine, sacred, and like a celebration of the heart. And it's not a banalization. I don't know if it's a good word in English. In French it's une banalisation. It's not a thing that you do mechanically like a robot, and you don't think a lot of that. It's something very special. We know that with sexuality we can create a child, but with tantric sexuality, with tantric massage, with massage with accessories, you create a very spiritual mood, and you have a special moment with the person. You can also give teachings with that. I encourage you to share all this, all that, in videos, in books, in workshops, in conferences, in courses. Share that, because I want that people know these spiritual things. I wanted to say one thing with... I forgot. Okay, so the idea is really near. Just a second. No, this the idea passed. Okay. You have all this to transform your life. Now it's really not really known. In 10 years, 20 years, 100 years, it will be very different on our planet, and many people will have this kind of sexuality. Actually, the majority thinks that it's to be a fool to don't accept the orgasm. But a long time ago, in the Garden of Eden, the first civilization lived his sexuality always like this. It was sacred to live in sexual union. It was in special temple sometimes, and with spiritual masters around, and people lived their sexuality completely, with the ability to keep inside of them their energy, and it's why they were so powerful. And with different experiences, sometimes we say Luciferic experiences or Satanic experiences, the new ideas of pushing out the energies came, and gradually people decided to experience that. At the beginning it was not very different because they had a lot of energies, but with time the energies went out, and all the light inside of the body diminished, and gradually the Kundalini went until the middle of the body, and all the spiritual faculties had been lost with that, and even the death of the body came. If you want to live, if you want to be immortal, if you want to recuperate your divine faculties, you have to take the original path of sexuality of the Eden Garden. And with that, all your multi-dimensional structure will change, and you will become a new person. So it's what I wish for you, and I deeply hope that in some years will be a big community of people interested in White Tantric Sexuality, and in the spiritual path and the loving path, divine path, and we will transform our planet, and it will be heaven on earth. Thank you very much to have watched this video, and I will see you at another time. Bye bye.